What do you mean, you people?
I know Kung Fu. Show me.
I'm a peacock! You gotta let me fly!
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes it rains.
It's the Al Travis Show. I've been very excited to get her on the program. A quick note, this will be the last we hear of Senator Karin Housley at this time on a Monday. We're moving her to Wednesday. Senator, thanks for coming.
Thank you, and thanks for accommodating my new Senate schedule that we have a conflict at this time. So
The world is changing. Everybody. It's my headache, but it's what I do. It's okay. I wanted to get you on so bad because obviously when the U.S. wins in the Olympics, and I'm not thinking I'm giving it up to anybody, we won. You see a ton of people on the X and all the stars and stripes, go USA, that sort of thing. Your husband, my best friend Phil, goes off and writes this long thing about how great it is, this is a great team and all this. And then, not to be outdone by Phil, you like that or share that, and then you put your own on there. It was like a half-hour read to get through the Housley's thoughts. No, I loved it. It made me feel great. You guys had to have been off the chart Sunday. You had to at your home been just jumping up and down.
I thought about recording Phil because I recorded him earlier during the game when he was just swearing at the TV and we got to get it together, and he's yelling at guys. I wish I would have recorded him when he jumped off that couch and he was jumping up and down, because that would have gone viral. Then he spent the rest of the day on the couch just watching golf because he was so exhausted from that game. He goes, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I can't move.
Yeah, well, it was that bad. Okay, I've said this, and I'll bet you Phil's on my side. I don't know where you are because you always think positively. I honestly did not feel we were going to win that game until we won it. Anywhere during the game did I think it was ours to win. It seemed like Canada had a whole other player on the court. The ice, whatever. Okay.
I thought we were going to win it in the first period. Then second and third, it was like, wow, they just dominated us. That was not fun to watch. And then the shots were 42 to like 27 or something.
Yeah, they doubled us up.
Thank goodness for goalie Hellebuck, huh?
Yeah. That stick save that they're showing was unbelievable.
It was, yeah. I think, they say Hellebuck should frame it and put it above his fireplace. I'm thinking, I want to frame it and put it above my fireplace.
I want Hughes's jersey. I own like one jersey as a basketball. I want Jack Hughes's jersey. That's what I want.
One? The bloody
well,
one?
that'd be the best if I could actually get it. I mean, just his jersey. I'm never going to afford to buy the bloody one. Tooth out, flag wrapped around him, saying how much he loves the USA. That guy's on a Wheaties box. It's happening today. Wheaties is making it happen.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I should show you my Wheaties box. I have mine.
You were on a Wheaties box?
Oh, you can barely see it.
How did you get on a Wheaties box? What did they?
I don't know. You can actually, I think somebody just went online and had it made. Yeah, I know.
That's not quite the same.
I was still wondering, Jack Hughes, after he scored the goal, like the kid is so darn cute. He takes his helmet and he throws it into the stands. Like, who has that helmet? Or did they give it back? Because Phil has all of his Olympic equipment, all of it. We had it in a big case, like a display case in our last home. But you want your helmet, Jack. Like, that's your helmet from your 2026
I don't know who I was talking to, but all of these kids are like, okay, so the medals come out. Could this be the stupidest thing ever? So the medals come out, and they put their, and especially for Canadian, they put the bronze around the neck, which is hard enough for them, right? Because they're feeling they were played better. Then they hand them that little Muppet doll thing.
Stuffed animal.
Somebody on the show said they would have just thrown this thing, get rid of it. I said, no, because I presume you save everything they hand you, even the unused condoms that you were just going to have your box of that stuff, right? There's no way you get rid of that, even if it's the stupidest doll ever.
No, they even gave Phil after the 2002 Olympics yellow roses. They all got, instead of a stuffed animal, they got yellow roses. I still have them. Like they're dried yellow roses, with the little blue ribbon around them. Yep, I know. You do. You save all that stuff. But that stuffed animal is, I don't know. And who was it that, I think it was McKinnon that like looked at it and was like, are you serious right now?
Yeah, it's like, thank you. I'm a full-grown man with a missing tooth. And let me ask you this. The hockey pucks. So the game-winning hockey puck, would somebody grab that and give it to Hughes? Does that the coach? Because I understand the coaches don't get ribbons, or don't get medals. Which, how cheap are we? Give the coach a medal. The coach didn't get a medal, so would he get at least the hockey puck, the winning puck?
No, he wouldn't get the winning puck. That would go to either Hughes or USA Hockey. I don't think the coach.
Oh.
No, the coach wouldn't get it. And I think the coach. They don't get medals.
No, I read there's somewhere they're not getting medals, and it's like, that's just lame.
Wow.
Well, you think about it. How many luge teams are there, and how many coaches can you have? You got to head. There'd be a lot of extra gold, I suppose. It's just cheap. But
Oh,
let me ask
okay.
you, all these hockey pucks that were flying out, right?
Yeah.
They'd go flying up. Do you get to keep those, or you got to throw them
The
back?
people in the stands get to keep them. Yeah.
Oh, see, that'd be kind of cool. That if you're in the American and you got a hockey from, how would you get that proven that it came from that hockey game?
I think they probably have it right on that puck. I mean, not they won't have the it won't say USA versus Canada,
Yeah.
but it'll be on the puck that it's the
Okay, but they
Olympics.
probably sell souvenirs of those out in the lobby. So I want one to know that this was
You'll
in the
have
game.
to get your video. You'll just have to
All
get
right,
your
well,
video.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure this out. God, don't be mad. I'm just trying to figure out how this all worked. I've never been to the Olympics, not like you and your family.
I was on the socials and I saw my niece was at the Olympics and she was sitting like 5 rows behind the bench. She went to the last 3 hockey games. I'm like, what
wow.
is little Jenna Housley doing there?
Well, good for her. I mean, that's
Right?
great.
She just
So-
hopped on a plane and flew over. I wish I would have done it in hindsight.
Of course. But now it goes from Italy. Now in 4 years, it's going to be in France. That's the same thing. They're like the same country. No one knows the difference. They all speak weird and they're all the same. Why is it going to France now?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go to that one. I'm not gonna miss another. That's the last thing Phil said. He said, "We're going next time." Why didn't we go? We're going to Paris. And I went, "All right, we're going to Paris."
Okay, keep
And then
talking
our
about.
oldest daughter said, "And I'm coming too, and all the kids are coming." So it looks like it's gonna be a big family Housley trip to the Olympics.
For folks who don't know, Phil Housley, Hall of Famer, is your husband and my best friend. Can he do that thing that Brody did, Boldy? Would you remember the Boldy go I call it the pancake flip on the end of his stick 2-3 times to get past the defense. I've never seen anything like that before. I'm like, can they do that? First off, it seemed like traveling if it was basketball.
Yeah, it was traveling. I don't know if Phil can do it. I don't know of any other person that could do that in that amount of time to have that kind of quick thought to do it. Like that's the 10-year-old kid that's playing in his driveway and he's just trying to be Tiger Woods with the golf club and the golf ball, and Tiger. So that's that kid right there that's
But he was
what
in
I
the
saw when
Olympics.
he did it.
He was in the Olympics doing it. It's like, hello, moment time. That's
It
crazy.
paid off. It paid off all those kids that were practicing that in their driveway. Someday
Do me
it'll
a
come in
favor.
handy.
You ask Phil for me, so next week you can ask, can he pull that one off? Can he do, I mean, not in the Olympics, but can he even do that? The
he
golf
can
thing,
do
you
it.
bring up Tiger Woods, and you try to do that with a club. Every guy's trying to do it, but both my feet are flat on the ground. I'm in charge. This kid's skating at 30 miles an hour and doing that. Can my buddy Phil do that trick?
Yeah, and I think probably most of the players can do that. Just not with 2 defensemen coming at you, and you have to go through them. But you could do it they all can do that in like a little free skate.
Yeah, but I'm talking, does this happen in hockey? In a game? Have you seen this?
No,
I'm just
sure
thinking the
it
coach
has,
say,
but I
stop
haven't
screwing
watched all of
around. Okay, that was wild to me. That was absolutely
that
crazy.
was so cool. Yeah, and so I talked to Phil today. He's not in Minnesota. I talked to him this morning, and that is all he has been doing is watching the game over and over and over. He got up early this morning and watched it again, and he goes, "I'm still just all teary-eyed, like the Boldy goal and the Hughes. Just so happy for those guys." And I'm like, oh, he even found a YouTube page where they've condensed it all, so there's no commercials, and they took out a lot of the talking, so it's just the game. I'm like, oh my gosh, you are so weird. Loving it.
But that's his whole jam. I mean, that's who he is. That's why it's fun to chat with you. And I followed on the X or what it was. I'm like, wow, what a post. You could tell in Phil's post, this one mattered.
He was so stressed and he was so excited. But I think the highlight of his whole career was they put up on the screen during the second period, I think, the top scoring defenseman in the Olympics of all time for the USA. And his name was on there. There was only 5 guys' names on there. And then Eddie Olczyk, the commentator, said, "And look at the legend down there, the great Phil Housley."
I
Oh my
listened.
gosh. our grandsons were texting up the family group thread like, Papa, you were pretty good. Papa, I didn't know you were in the Olympics. He was just like, now the kids know.
Now, wait a
They
minute.
know. Now
How
they treat
would-
you with some respect.
How would your kids not know that? They can go online at any time and Google their grandfather and have
Kids,
that.
yeah, but I don't think they got how big the Olympics were.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think they knew it was like a world stage and this is only every 4 years and it's a best in the world. So I
Yeah,
don't
but
think they got that.
And winter sports is different. I'm a big winter sports guy, but I was 1980. I know right where I was at when the Miracle on Ice happened, right? And that wasn't even for gold. It was a round robin thing. And I remember that happening. And since then, Winter Olympics is my jam. Every 4 years, I pay attention for 2 straight weeks. I'm committed, people. But now this is their 1980, right?
Yeah.
And hopefully the next generation will carry that through. But it was losing its wane, right? If you weren't a 1980s person, if you were not into it until 84 and on, then all of a sudden it was harder to get into it, right?
Well, I don't know because we were there, so we wouldn't know what it's
Oh,
like
that's-
to not be there.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know what those people,
Oh.
but I don't know. I want to know how many people actually watched that game because it was around the country. I think everybody had it on. Even I saw Megyn Kelly, who used to be with Fox News.
Yeah.
She's tweeting, "Oh my gosh, I'm getting my kids into hockey. I'm signing them up. I mean, they don't know how to skate yet, but they need to be playing hockey." So I just think it's so great
they
for
didn't-
USA Hockey to bring the women's and the men's gold home. Oh,
Well, and that's sad. We got to cut the women's off the glory, right? Yeah, you only got 2 days. Now we're talking about this. But that's funny. She brings that up. I'm going to get my kids into hockey. Did she not see the guy with the missing tooth? Thanks, Grandma. Thank you very much. This is what I get for having you
yeah,
as a
but
grandma.
you know what Jack Hughes said after he lost his teeth. He's like, "We live in the greatest country in the world, and we've got great dentists back there too."
Oh, and you tell me their dentists aren't lined up to give him a free tooth. I'll put that in there, bad boy. Don't worry about it. He's going to make that. That's the $1 million. That's the Olympic guy this time, right?
Yeah.
We've had some gymnasts that come out of the summer. You know, they get their big fame. He's the guy because of that tooth and that flag.
I think it's that, and I also think that figure skater that won the gold with the striped hair. What was it, Alyssa Liu or whatever?
Yeah, wasn't she? Is she a friend of yours? You knew a skater. Who's your skater buddy?
Oh, Christy Yamaguchi.
Oh, yeah, okay. I knew you had a skater buddy. I get him confused. I think
she
the
was
funniest thing about her,
so cute.
we're getting so late. That gal comes off, and I don't know what's with Peacock Network not having the 7-second delay. She comes off and throws the Effenheimer out, just like the Canadian guy throwing the Effen, and it shows up on global television. It's like, get a
Yeah,
second,
oops.
7-second delay, for gosh sakes.
Oops, yeah. I wonder what happened to that 7 second. Someone wasn't there pushing buttons or something.
Well, you did expect this petite. I know somebody said this was sexist. You don't think this petite little gal who's done the quadruple sow cow in a beautiful dress comes skating off, gets the gold, and she throws the Effenheimer out. It's like your grandmother. You knew she could swear, but it really hit you when she did because, like, ooh, the little girl just did the Effenheimer.
Yeah, every once in a while we shock people.
Yeah, you do. You just don't expect it. I got to go to break. We'll be back after this segment. More with Senator Karin Housley.
At LGH Wealth Management, our mission is to create financial empowerment through independent, personalized, and authentic financial planning. That means meeting you where you are and helping you get where you want to go. Whether you're a business owner planning for growth, succession, or a future sale, or a hardworking individual looking to get ahead, reduce stress, and tackle life's financial challenges, we're here to help. From retirement planning and investment management to tax-efficient strategies, estate planning, and risk management, LGH Wealth delivers comprehensive guidance you can trust. Call LGH Wealth Management today at 507-525-7324. That's 507-525-7324. Securities offered through J.W. Cole Financial Incorporated, JWC, member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through J.W. Cole Advisors Incorporated, JWCA. Lubeck Geisler Ham Wealth Management Incorporated and JWC JWCA are unaffiliated entities.
Al Travis Show, the last place you can go and hear all sides. Respectful, thoughtful, and grateful.
I wonder if my buddy Phil would go into business with me. Senator, I have a gazillion-dollar idea. And you brought it. It came because of your conversation about us wanting to save everything that had to do with the Olympics when you were there, right? And then how do you prove you're there? Well, we all know Phil was at the Olympics. So Phil and I get into the business of selling Olympic ice water. So Phil goes, no, here's the story. Phil says, after the hockey, I went to the Zamboni guy and I took a garbage bag full of the ice chips and I brought them back. And we just sell little vials, little water in the bottom. No one's going to know if it was the real ice or not. No one's going to care. It's because Phil said it was hockey ice. Hockey people will pay for that to sit on their bars. I guarantee you. Have a little holder that just holds this beaker up and it'd be, what is that? Oh, it's my 1980 hockey ice. People will pay for that.
You know, I think you're probably right. Especially if you have a good website where you show you and Phil collecting the ice
out of the Zamboni thing.
Yeah, and then have your little vials and you're like with your
And I don't know what his autograph goes for, but then he signs a few of them, so it's like that vintage Jack Daniels and then that stuff go through the roof. Oh, I'm loving ice. Bring that up at dinner today. Just bring it up. Just see what happens. I think that's a great idea.
It's actually pretty funny, and I think you're probably onto something.
It's something you'd find like Spencer Gifts. What do you need something? Do they still have Spencer Gifts?
Spencer's Gifts still around?
As soon as it came out of my mouth, I had no idea.
I know.
I have no clue.
Totally dating us.
It's so 1980.
That was the best store ever for junk.
Go in there for at $10, you'd spend the whole day and you'd find the perfect something you never needed. All right,
ice water from the Olympics.
See, that'd be so huge.
So
all right,
funny.
Just brought it up. Little vials. It'd be very little cost and a lot of money. People are going to yell at me that I don't talk any work with you. So the first week gets done. You started with the Hoffman and great entrance. A very Star Warsy. They did the thing with the Hortmans, and I really thought Tuesday you guys were all kind of like, we might get something here. People are remembering the feelings of June. That lasts about a day.
Yeah.
Your thoughts in the first week?
I was hopeful.
Yeah.
I was hopeful, and I was like, oh, it brings a lot of stress. I was just feeling it again today driving in. Like, could everybody just get along? Do you have to fight? Do you have to make such a statement when you know it's not going to go anywhere, but you just want to fight for the sake of fighting? Session was over at noon on Monday, and already by the chamber dinner Monday night, there were barbs being thrown, and it was just like, it's just not the way we should be working down here, I don't think.
Here's the stunner for me. You senators all came up 60-7 on that OIG bill, the Inspector General. 60-7, both sides. This is about as much as you're ever going to get on a bill. And then it goes to the House and it goes 67-67. Can't get past the Democrats. 9 months of us being national news for the fraud that's going on in this state. How horrible this 9 months has been with that. I was so hopeful there'd be one Democrat that says, okay, it's not the perfect bill for me, but that we need to do something. And they couldn't do that. They put a poison pill in the thing and they killed this thing off. We can't agree we need to stop fraud in the state of Minnesota. Where do we go from here, Senator?
Well, I'm hoping, like we've already passed it in the Senate, and I hope the House Democrats can get their act together to realize that is the number one issue here in the state of Minnesota. I know it's not the number one thing they want to pass, but I mean, you ask anybody in the neighborhood, that's what they're talking about is the fraud in Minnesota, but they would prefer to go off on a tangent. It's all about the November election. That's what it is, and what they think is going to gin their people up to get them to the polls. And I think they're going to be in for a rude awakening when they see it's fraud. That's what people want us to be dealing with down here.
I honestly, because you're going to sit here and we're going to have to raise taxes, we're going to have to do this or that because of the money. And I'm like, no, you already had more than the money. You let people walk out the door with it. I don't want to hear about my taxes needing to go up. I want to hear about fraud going down. But that's Al. And they obviously have people telling them something different, because the idea that we can't even get a fraud bill passed after what's happened in the state is nuts.
The idea that they're not even prioritizing fraud is absolutely not. Like, let's just ignore all of the $18 billion that flew out the window. It never happened, and let's go focus on rental assistance. What?
We got to go. I'm out of time. Love having you on. Bring that up with Phil. Phil and Al's water from the Olympics. Ooh,
yes.
Ice water. And you call it ice water because
Bring
I got to
home
fly.
the rink. Okay.
Back after this with more.